Guys have a pretty tough matchup this week against a Lions team that likes to throw the ball a lot. And a lot of people would say that, being one-dimensional is a bad thing, but not in their case.
Yeah, they have one of the top quarterbacks in the league. He does a great job, and they got great receivers, and everybody knows about Calvin Johnson. So when you got a guy like him, you're going to throw the ball to him, and we just gotta, do what we coach during the weekend and try to shut him down, and hopefully come with a win.
What makes Stafford so special? I mean, you keep hearing people talk about just the way he throws the ball, his baseball background, and just kind of some of the angles that he takes when he's throwing the ball. But yeah, what, in your opinion, what makes him special?
His funny release, and then the guys that he got on the outside to catch the ball for him, and then when you got two good running backs, and throwing them screen passes and things like that, your numbers are going to look good, and he does a good job. He commands the offense, and the offense run through him, and how he goes is how the offense goes. So I think that's why he's so good.
Yeah, I mean, Reggie Bush, the running backs are starting to return to health as well, so that's going to pose an additional challenge too, because suddenly they are a little bit more multidimensional.
Yeah, definitely. They got a good 1-2 punch. They got at Drake Bell, they got a power runner in Drake Bell, and then obviously, with Reggie Bush, his speed, and he can take it 100 yards every time he touches the ball. So they have a great 1-2 punch in that backfield. We just got to do what we're coached to do, and hopefully tackle these guys and come out with a win.
And also, based on what you've watched on tape, Calvin Johnson, I know he's an unbelievable guy. You hear a ton about him. But what about a guy like Golden Tate? Because he really seems to have, given this offense a whole new dimension this year as well.
Yeah, definitely. He was good out in Seattle. Things didn't work out for him there, but he's still a great receiver. And, them bringing him in, it's definitely an asset to Calvin. Them two guys together makes plays, and is good for their offense.
What about playing in a hostile environment like this? Another one of those indoor stadiums that can be tough, especially defensively. If you're making any type of substitutions or anything, that can be tough.
Yeah, that's a great environment there. They got a great fan base, and we just got to do what we're coached to do. I thrive off of situations like that. I like, being an underdog, going into somebody's stadium and coming out with a win, and just shushing the crowd and coming out with that win.
And you seem to thrive in indoor stadiums, too, if I remember correctly. You had New Orleans, you had Atlanta when you had the pick six there in the New Orleans, and then maybe one's in your future here.
Hopefully, I just got to go out there and do what, Coach Hardy coaching me to do, and hopefully I get another one.
Penalties, I know, continue to plague you guys, and we seem to ask the same question every week. What's it going to take to stop them? And this past week, a lot of them were on the other side of the ball. But, what can you guys do to correct that type of stuff?
We can't do nothing to correct the offensive side of the ball. We can just do what we do,
You as football players in general.
Yeah. Oh well, just being more focused, and just locking in and just having that focus, and it's some penalties that you can't get away from. Guys playing hard, but like it's the dumb penalties that you gotta wrap your hands around and not get doing.
Yeah, I mean, is a lot of that, do you think, nerves? Because some of it's pre-snap stuff, too. So as a football player, is it nerves, maybe getting a little bit too anxious? And is this type of stuff that you've got to be mindful of during practice?
Yeah, definitely. I think it starts in practice, it's, as a football player, you got a time clock in your head. You kind of think when the quarterback's going to snap the ball or things like that. So, when that time goes off in your head, you think you got to get off the ball. And it's a lot of anticipation, too. The game is with a lot of anticipation, so you try to anticipate the snap count and things like that, but it all starts in practice, and we gotta cut down the things in practice and then translate over to the game.
You looking forward to possibly getting back to your old position this week, or does it really not matter to you? You're comfortable wherever?
Man, I just like playing the game of football. Wherever they need me, I'm gonna play it.